attending a Speaking Writers Guild thing today. I can't even speak. My tongue is all tied because
she's been speaking in front of people all day.
Exactly. Ken and I were sharing the stage with some other amazing people. And then, as my tongue is tied, I met Cynthia, who was here hanging out for a little while in Canada and in Ottawa. You travel all over the place.
Mostly Canada. I'm Canadian.
Well, except you're here, there, and everywhere.
Yes, I am.
She's a nomad.
Nomad, yeah.
So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
And then we were just chatting at the end of the day, and I saw her journal. And I said, let me see that. I promise I won't read it. I realized I can't anyway because the eyes are too old and the print is too fine. Except look at this.
So it's just I just sort of doodle, and wherever, if I find things that I want to stick in, I stick them in. Church notes, some of these, like these are some church notes I have here. Here's a page where I just went in all sorts of different directions, and then I started doing some tangling. So some people call these Zen tangles, some people just call them, I like to just call them tangles. There's a crisscrossing. Here's another tangle where I sort of took a picture. You can't really see it well, but it's a street with a bunch of houses down it. So if you take the moment, you can sort of decipher it within all of the gobbledygook. And so here's
this one I loved. So here, if you want to read it, you have to start with the, say, pink, and you follow the pink thread all the way through, and then that's one thought. And then the red, and that's another thought. So, you know, I've talked about journaling a lot. You've never seen me talk about anything this exciting or this glamorous. Can you do it? I don't know. How do you do it? How did you even get started?
Okay, how did the first thing I did
There's more.
Was
like, these are so cool.
Yeah, so the first thing I did was I picked up a journal that had no lines. And this is really the key. You've got to have a blank page, because if you have lines, then you keep on going. Some have dots. Dots are fun because then if you want to have like straight lines anywhere, you have some sort of foundation without necessarily having lines that will distract you if you start doing the drawing thing and whatnot. And then because you have no lines, you really have no restrictions, so you can just start, and you just start somewhere on the page and you go. And so like here, I just started probably here I started going up and then over and down, and then I just kept on going kind of in a clockwise way. I went on Pinterest and I found all these like crazy fonts, and then I started copying them down, so I have lots of different fonts in my journal. Here I had some church notes or devotional notes that were going down, and then I had some journaling you just give yourself the freedom not to overthink anything, and just whatever the first thing that comes to mind, you do it. And I think that's that's the secret, is just not to overthink it. So
all right, and for you maybe, and I know for me often I overthink it, so this would be a stretch for me, and yet wouldn't this be a beautiful thing to create, and nobody else can read your stuff. So thanks for sharing, Cynthia, and I bet others of you, or maybe you, have decided this is something you want to do. I will friend or tag Cynthia on this post once it's not live anymore, and then if you want to find out how or want more, you can reach out to her.
Right,
Yeah, thank you.